The massive Zephyrian dreadnought Void's Edge hung in space like a metallic leviathan, its hull bristling with plasma cannons aimed directly at Earth. Commander Vexka clicked his mandibles in satisfaction as he surveyed the tactical display, showing 3,000 ships of the Galactic Coalition surrounding the small blue planet. "Primitive humans," he chittered to his bridge crew. "They still use chemical rockets and metal projectiles. This will be over within the hour." Aboard the Earth Defense Station, Captain Jack Morrison stood before the holographic display with his arms crossed, a slight smile playing at the corners of his mouth. His uniform bore the insignia of the Terran Deep Space Command, a division that officially didn't exist. "Sir, they're hailing us," reported Lieutenant Daisy Chen from the communications console, her fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. "Standard surrender demand. They want unconditional capitulation within 30 minutes. Jack chuckled, the sound echoing in the tense command center. "Patch me through to their flagship, Lieutenant. Let's have a chat with Commander Vexka." The alien's reptilian face materialized on the main screen, his yellow eyes gleaming with predatory confidence. "Human leader, I am Commander Vexka of the Galactic Coalition. You are surrounded and outgunned 3 million to 1. Surrender now, and we will make your extinction swift." "That's mighty kind of you, Commander," Jack drawled, his casual tone making several bridge officers shift nervously. "But I'm afraid I'll have to decline. You see, you've made a fundamental error in your calculations." Vexka's head tilted, confusion rippling through his scaled features. "Error? What error could primitives like you possibly identify in our tactical analysis?" Jack's smile widened. "You assumed we've been sitting here waiting for you to arrive." He nodded to Daisy, who began entering commands into her console with practiced efficiency. "What are you implying, human?" "Oh, nothing much. Just that while you were busy gathering your little armada and making your grand speeches about human extinction, we've been busy." Jack paused dramatically. "Tell me, Commander, when did your people first detect our radio signals?" 120 of your Earth years ago," Vexka replied warily. "And in all that time, did it ever occur to you to wonder why a species capable of splitting atoms and reaching their moon would still be broadcasting such primitive signals?" Jack's eyes gleamed with something that made the alien commander's confidence waver. Daisy's console chirped softly. "Phase 1 complete, sir. All Coalition homeworlds are reporting unusual readings." Vexka's eyes widened. "What have you done?" "We've been playing the long game, Commander. You see, humans have a particular talent for patience and planning. While you saw primitive radio waves, you missed the quantum entanglement signatures hidden within them. While you detected simple space launches, you failed to notice that half our failed missions actually deployed deep space monitoring stations." The alien commander frantically gestured to his tactical officer. "Report, what are these unusual readings from the homeworlds?" "Sir," came a trembling voice over the comm, "we're detecting massive energy signatures materializing in orbit around Zephyr Prime, Korthak, and all 17 Coalition core worlds. They appear to be human vessels." Jack nodded approvingly. "Meet the real Terran fleet, Commander. While you were surrounding Earth with 3,000 ships, we positioned 30,000 around your home worlds. Funny thing about quantum mechanics, once you master it, distance becomes rather irrelevant." Vexka's mandibles clacked in distress. "Impossible! Our sensors would have detected such a fleet." "Would they?" Daisy interjected sweetly, her fingers still working at her console. "Stealth technology tends to evolve rapidly when your species' survival depends on it. We've had over a century to perfect ours." "You're bluffing," Vexka snarled, but his voice carried less conviction now. Jack shrugged. "Lieutenant Chen, would you be so kind as to demonstrate our sincerity? Something non-lethal, of course. We're civilized people." Daisy's hands moved across her controls. "Certainly, sir. Initiating precision strike on the Korthak moon base, targeting their primary communications array." On the tactical display, they watched as a bright flash erupted near the Korthak system, visible even from their remote monitoring station. Vexka received frantic reports from across Coalition space. Every major military installation, every fleet depot, every strategic asset was bracketed by human vessels that had seemingly materialized from nowhere. "How?" the alien commander whispered. "Because, Commander, while you were still thinking in terms of territorial expansion and brute force, we were learning. Every species that ever visited our system, Every probe you sent, every accidental first contact, we studied you. We learned your languages, your technologies, your strategic thinking. We've been inside your networks for decades. Jack leaned forward. Did you really think a species that went from horse-drawn carriages to orbital stations in less than a century would remain stagnant while you took your time planning our invasion? The bridge fell silent except for the soft hum of electronics. Vexka stared at the human captain, beginning to understand the magnitude of his miscalculation. What do you want? The alien finally asked. Simple, Jack replied. Turn your fleet around and leave our space. In return, we'll withdraw our forces from yours. But understand this, Commander. Earth is under human protection now. Any future aggression against us or any other species will be met with swift and decisive action. Daisy added. Oh, and Commander, you might want to upgrade your sensor technology. We left some technical specifications in your databases as a parting gift. Consider it a token of our diplomatic relations. As the coalition fleet began its retreat, Vexka couldn't shake the feeling that humanity had just announced its arrival on the galactic stage, and somehow they'd been there all along, watching, waiting, and preparing for this exact moment. Earth wasn't the prey they'd expected to find. It was the hunter that had been stalking them from the shadows.